Hey, another quick recommendation. I want to keep doing these. I'm going to do one every other day. Uh, there is a show on the SyFy channel. It's not getting enough attention. Pretty much everyone I bring it up to, horror fan or not, has never heard of it. Is like, what's that? You know, there's been a lot of success with right now with horror, like Stranger Things and The Walking Dead and whatnot. But this show, personally, for the first season anyway, is the best horror show I've ever watched, ever. The show is called Channel Zero. It's based on the creepy pasta vines that was a few years back. You know, there was. If you have any idea what creepy pasta is, check it out. But it's based on those stories, and the first every season is going to be an anthology. So you know, this season is one story, much like the American Horror Story. The every episode was written and directed by the same guys. So the same guy wrote every episode, and the same guy directed every episode, much like Stranger Things. So the continuity and the cohesiveness of everything, the atmosphere just retains throughout the 6 episode arc. And man, it just one of the hardest things to be able to do in horror. The reason that horror is usually only 90 minutes or less, and the reason that it can be so effective in shorts, unlike most things, is because atmosphere is so hard to maintain for a long, extended period of time. Because as soon as you show the monster, you lose the audience almost. You know, you can show them, but you can't show them too much, and you can't constantly keep, you know, climaxing and then trying to come back down and build up, and climax and come down and build up. It has to be a gradual arc the entire time to a climax, and then that is it. That's your crescendo. That's the end of it. So this show is incredible in that way. It maintains a perfect atmosphere from episode 1 to episode 6. It never feels drained. It never feels like it's been played out. It never feels like they've overstayed their welcome. Anything. American Horror Story has that problem where they try to keep pushing the envelope with each episode, and things start to drag, or things start to feel like they've been done over and over every episode. But with this first season, which is called Candle Cove, they have such an understanding of horror and tension and atmosphere. Atmosphere is the key word here. It just retains throughout. It's like watching one long movie. I mean, I think they're like 50, 45 minutes each. So you're talking like, you know, 4.5 hours. So it's like almost like a 4.5 hour movie, which if you're making a 4.5 hour horror movie, it would be near impossible to keep that tension, that eeriness, that atmosphere. But this show does it in spades, no problem. It never, ever, ever feels boring. It always feels creepy. You always feel, you know, like on, you know, oh shit, what's gonna happen next? So I can't recommend this show enough. It's so damn good. Stranger Things was able to basically do this too. Stranger Things is definitely more for a family audience. It's kind of reminds me of something like Super 8, or you know, Monster Squad or something, where it's a little bit more family friendly. Stranger Things is fantastic. Don't get me wrong. I'm highly anticipating the second season. That new trailer is fabulous, but Channel Zero for me is better. It's kind of like, you know, just it's like Lord of the Rings versus Game of Thrones. Like Lord of the Rings is a little more family friendly, and Game of Thrones is more adult. So this is more of the adult version. It's shorter, like Stranger Things, which is 8 episodes. This is 6, and it's just so damn excellent. If you guys check it out on my recommendation, please let me know how you feel about it. It got renewed as soon as the season was over. It got renewed for 3 more seasons. So clearly the company, the executives, the fans, I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of talk about it. Whatever I have seen, the people do love it, but it hasn't been getting enough talk. But clearly the people in charge have a good enough belief in it to renew it for 3 more seasons because of how good it is. The next one's called like No End House. There's some trailers and stuff on there. God, I can't wait. It comes out in October, same month as Stranger Things, so that's going to be a fantastic month, along with, Saw and the new Child's Play. Damn, October is going to be stacked. So anyway, check it out, guys.